I like this shot. We're here to address the recent reports that have been coming out of the Bayview Hunters Point Naval Shipyard, or the formal Naval Shipyard, and the fact that anywhere from 50% to 97% of the data that has been collected has been fraudulent. This is nothing new for the community. We've been saying that it was toxic for 30 years now. We've been saying that the data that was being collected was fraudulent. We've been saying that the Navy has been lying to us, that their contractors are lying to us, and our elected officials have taken the track that bringing more money into the general fund is more important than making sure people are safe and healthy and have access to the waterfront in a safe and healthy way. And now we are being proven correct. We are looking for more information. We are looking for a community-directed process in order to figure out what's going on. We were looking for a community-directed process into the cleanup and analysis, but at this point, we need to know what's going on because it sounds like nobody knows what's going on. And so we're really concerned about that. And we're waiting for everybody to get on our page, because our page has been the right page from day one, from 1974, and everybody else needs to catch up. And at this point, we're 40 years too late on that. Let's see if everybody can catch up. I'm going to turn this over to Miss. My name is Michelle Pierce, Bayview Hunters Point Community Advocates. I'm going to turn this over to Miss Marie Harrison, longtime advocate with Green Action, amazing woman, longtime resident, and now she can tell her story. Thank you, guys.
I'm going to set this down. So I would ask you to please forgive me if I speak a little slow. As you notice, I have a medical condition that's going on, and I need to make sure that I get my things out. Before I say anything about me, I want to tell you that, Lord, it's been over 40 years that we have been saying to the city, to the EPA, to the Air District, to the Department of Toxic Substance, and to the Navy, something is wrong here. Something is not right.
That's right.
Something stinks in our air, and I don't mean just the smell. Something has happened to so many of my community people. And I was just reminded by a young woman that I watched her grow up. For over 40 years, we've been making the same demands.
Right.
So I want to let you know what these demands are. A comprehensive sampling and testing of the entire shipyard. Okay, that's not something hard to do. And considering all of the millions of dollars that they spent on looking at this and looking at that, we should have been and had that, okay? The city in Lenore, 5 points, testing must be conducted with an independent community body. I am actually recommending that Green Action for Health and Environmental Justice, Dr. Sumshad, I would not even attempt to think that she does not have her input on any radiation project or testing that goes on here. Because without her, I think our community would have been lost, okay? I think, and I believe, that every three, I only had 3 demands, okay? A thorough and comprehensive cleanup of the radioactive toxic waste and ways in which to prevent it from traveling. We fought that battle way back when H2M Hill was doing the heavy grading. And the school that my grandson and that the Minister Christopher, that he provided over, was being bombarded with all of this heavy dust that was laced with asbestos and everything else.
Right.
And we were being told, oh no, you're safe. It's okay for the children to play outside.
That's right.
I'm a living witness. Thus far, we were not safe.
That's right.
We were not safe. And it infuriated me to the point that I didn't know what to do. I try my best to be as nice as I possibly can. Unfortunately, these folks won't let me. I listened to the minister calm everybody down until they got him so upset. He just said, I won't say a word, but he said it, he meant it, and I stand behind him in what he said because he's telling the truth.
That's right.
We are suffering, and you know it. This city has long since sit back and watched us slowly but surely die. That's got to stop.
That's right.
And it's a shame that here we are at the end of my 3 bullet points, which means in the building of houses. And please, God, don't let people, newcomers, come into the community thinking that we don't want them here. I fear for them and their children and their children's children, just like I fear for mine. Within 10 years, I expect that their children are going to be suffering the same way in which our children are suffering. I just hope that they're a little bit stronger and that they can survive long enough to be able to stand up and tell you guys, the press again, and the city one more time, and the Navy, they were right. Today, I feel vindicated only if, in fact, our supervisors do the right thing and bring the full force of this city down upon them. And that has to happen. I have lived and worked. I've raised my children here. I have raised my grandchildren and numerous children within my community. I say this because I need you to know that I'm not just somebody who flew in here yesterday.
That's right.
Or walked up here today.
That's right, Marie.
Many of us, matter of fact, everybody behind me has been here in this city. We've been fighting this battle for not 5 years, not for 10 years, not for 6 years, only to watch our people get evicted and moved out, be made sick. I've watched Green Action suffer, watching other folks come in and tell us we got the answer. When we had the answer from the beginning, you need to stop and do the right thing. People should always come first. I know that there's other people here, and I would be remiss if I didn't stop talking and let you talk to some of my community. And I need you to hear them, and I mean hear them well, okay? So I'm going to, excuse me?
Your name?
Marie Harrison.
Harrison.
Harrison. First name Marie, Marie.
Who do you represent?
And I'm sorry, I thought I said that in the beginning. If I didn't,
You did.
Good, because I am here representing Green Action for Health and Environmental Justice and Bayview Hunters Point, my community.